What is up, YouTube? This is the Little Master Ella1234 with another deck profile. This is just me chilling at home, and yeah, I wanted to pretty much talk about my deck today. Right now, I'm currently just running Gravekeepers because they're really consistent and I love them. I'm not playing a net decked version of it. I'm actually playing my own version, and I just wanted to show you it so that I don't have to hear any more bullshit from other people talking about how their decks are pretty much my deck. My deck's really different, and I like how it runs. Alright, so here's where we start off. We start off with 3 G-Spies. Staple in any deck. It's your big searcher, and it pretty much starts off every play. You can explode with this card, literally. Big booty bitch. Big booty bitch. Your maintenance card, Gravekeeper Descendant. Gravekeeper Descendant, a 1500, 1200 defense monster. He pretty much allows you to play off of recruiters, blow up cards on the field, and it's a really impressive search with the G-Spy. You set, flip, get Descendant, start game. That's what most people do anyways. My personal option is to use G-Spies to bring out Gravekeeper Recruiter. He is your recruiter in the deck. He's a Witch of the Black Rose for this deck, and pretty much allows for epic synergy with Descendant and Spy. Very, very broken combos that can be made with them, and they just pretty much start off everything. Because you love Necro Valley so much, you need your terraforming. Otherwise, in this case, you run Triple Commandant. First off, it's a 1600 wall spellcaster Earth type monster, which means that if they're playing Consecrated Lights in their build as a side deck card, it can take it out no problem. Really impressive play, really broken, and if you discard it, you can get a Necro Valley to your hand, which starts off everything. My personal tech, Assailant and Visionary. Let's start off with Assailant. Assailant is great against pretty much Blackwings, Lightsworns, and Dandy Warrior, Yusei Hime, Booty Spore token epicness that is broken. Pretty much, when it attacks with Necro Valley on the field, switch the position of one monster on the field. That means they can't collude you, they can't honest you, and you can go off against plays with the token still on the field. So it just goes off. Second tech card, Visionary. I love Gravekeeper's Visionary. I know how many people hate this card because it's a tribute and all that, but the way that I run this deck, it is your out in a lot of cases. It's your reserve card that you pretty much use when all your Gravekeepers are in the graveyard. It's just really great play. Pretty much, for every Gravekeeper in the graveyard against 200 attack, that's really easy because of all the G-Spy and Commandant plays. So you're pretty much filling up your graveyard no problem. Second effect, if this card will be destroyed, you can pitch a Gravekeeper monster from your hand instead. That includes when it's being bottomless or if it's been attacked. The only thing is that it doesn't get the boost if it's being during damage steps, so whatever. It's still out in the field, it's still broken. Yeah, it's broken. It falls under the Magician Circle play, which is really impressive. If you haven't seen the video earlier on, I'm actually going to have it in my deck, so you can see that later. But yeah, it's really, really impressive, and I love it. I only run one because I don't see the need to run anymore, but it's your out. Plus, you can side deck it out for a Caius, which is always good. Another personal tech, Plague Spreader Zombie, gold. I love how crisp it is right now. I just got it like today and I'm all happy about it. But yeah, Plague Spreader just gives you synchroing options. You can return one of your copy cards to from your hand to the top of the deck, special summon it, and with the Royal Tributes being played in 3, you can have this card in your graveyard no issue whatsoever without ever having to set or play it. So synchro, go off, Brio, game. Brio works really impressive actually. You sync up Brio up all the monsters in their hand. You pitch all the monsters in your hand for it. Then you just Royal Tribute. It's flushes out their hand, is broken. Okay, spells. You have Allure of Darkness. Pretty much just obvious draw power. Tornade. Staple because you don't want to run Cold Wave right now. Dark Hole. Staple because it's not banned and it's broken. Plus you can plus with it on Recruiter. I did it today when this guy tried to swarm out at me. So broken, so easy play. It was just fucked up. It was messed up, man. 1 MST, you only need 1 because you have Descendants, plus it's good maintenance. Double Stele, you don't want to run 3, even though 3 is interesting, but you want to run 2. 1 at the least. Pretty much roll tribute, pitch all the monsters. You pitch all the monsters in your hand. They think you nagged when you. They think you nagged when they nagged. You play the Stele, you get back the cards you want, and you're good. Lets you recycle your G-Spies, lets you recycle your Recruiters, lets you recycle your Descendants and Commandants. It just starts off a lot. Trip Book, 1 because you can, 2 because it's broken, and 3 because you get to recycle G-Spy. It's also a really great retaliation just in case. Wins games. Triple Book wins games, I can't lie. And of course, Necro Valley. If you face anybody who's playing Gravekeepers right now, you should know that Necro Valley in triples is automatic. And it really, really, really messes with people. Gravekeepers gain 500 attack and defense, so your big booty G-Spy becomes a godly booty, like badonkadonk of a chick. Epicness. Your descendants, your assailant, and pretty much all your monsters are strong enough to take out a lot of stuff. Your opponent can activate Reborn or any of the big plays that activate with Graveyard, and it's just, why not? It's epic. It wins games, it's broken. And of course, the hated card of this format, Royal Tribute. When Necrovite is on the field, you can pitch all monsters in each other's hands, and each player gets to look at their hand. It's the best first turn. It's the best first turn. You roll the 6, you get this in your hand. You roll the 6 to get the first turn. You play you set your G-Spy, you set your back row, and you Royal Tribute. Take out all the cards in their hand, take out all the monsters in their hand, you see their next play, it wins. It negs your opponent so badly. Plus you can drop the zombie for an instant next turn play. Zombie. Next turn play. Broken. Cause I'm poor. No, this is because I was too lazy to get another one, and I've been loafing on it. But 1 bottomless trap hole, because you can bottomless your opponent's monster, it doesn't target, it's nice. Double trap hole, it takes out the tuners actually, which has been really helpful. I can't lie, like they don't expect it coming, they'll see like the bottomless being played, and then they'll be like, okay, whatever, they can't bottomless my tuner, and then I can start off. I hit trap hole, ends games. It stops a lot of plays actually. It really does. It goes off really easily. Like one time I was facing X-Sabers, and you know how easy it is when you're facing X-Sabers, but like he was going full helm. No, he was going Bogart, and he had full helm in hand, right? So oh my god. It was just wrong, like, I don't even know what I could say about that. But yeah, I went off. Like, I just I trap hold his, what happened was I trap hold his, thing. I trap hold the Bogart. He gets off the full helm, right? Then afterwards, he's thinking it's all good, so basically, I don't know why I let him have another monster, but he had another monster. He syncs up, I bottomless that monster, and he's screwed. It's over. Anyways, to continue on, Mirror Force, broken, came in the structure deck for Gravekeepers, and it wins games. Compulse, personal tech, it's basically synchro hate, because I hate synchros, really, because I don't think often. Like even the plague spreader I barely ever use. It's just a good tech for me personally. I'll end up siding it out, but whatever. But yeah, compulse. I can compulse their set monsters during end phase on first turn. I can compulse their synchros. I was running 2 before, but I'm only running 1 right now, and it's still working. I'll see what happens later, but yeah, compulse is really great tech this format. Ugh. Also really broken against Machinas, but let's not talk about that right now. Red Spirit, I don't know, let's see. People don't like this card. It's really, really impressive. I can get back a Recruiter, I can get back a Spy, I can get back anything. I can get back a Visionary and go off. It's called a Haunter without anything attached to it. It pluses every single time because there's no cost to it. And I don't need Necrovile in the field to play it. So, it's just evil. Alright. Double Bribe. Obvious. Well, obvious because I don't really want to play Warnings or Judgment right now, so I like it. It's more consistent for me personally, but whatever. Magician Circle. Only run 1 right now. I used to run 3 actually. I dropped it down to 1. I slowly did it. I was at 2, then I was at 1, because I kept on dropping the amount of Visionaries I ran in the deck. Essentially, when you declare an attack, you can bring out another spellcaster monster. You and your opponent can bring out any 2,000 or less spellcaster monsters from your deck. Pretty much every single monster except for Plague Spreader in this deck is a 2,000 or less spellcaster, so you can bring any of your monsters, right? And if you have a book set, you can get a replay off the Spy. It pluses with Commandant, because what happens is you hit the monster with Commandant, right? You hit with Commandant, right? His effect goes off, switch the position of one of their monsters, and to that you chain Magician Circle to get a plus. So you take out their monster. They're pretty much the only monster they can really play is Effect Veiler, because that's pretty much what most people play. Unless you're facing Lightsworn, then you're kind of messed up for a few turns. But yeah, it pluses every 5 seconds, so it's not bad. And it's a free monster because most of the time they don't have one. And they have to summon it, and both you and your player have to summon in attack mode. So if they do bring out the Effect Veiler, you knock out an Effect Veiler. So that's always a plus. So I rode because you're afraid of Torrential, and you don't want them to go off with Dark Hole. And Torrential Tribute because you're afraid of Torrential, and you won't want them to go off with Dark Hole. No, but usually I love doing this actually. I love setting the Starlight Road, setting the Torrential, already having like a monster on my side of the field, right? And then just summoning, dropping Torrential, playing Road to it, bringing out Stardust, and laughing at them and going for game. It wins games. It really does. Yeah, so that's the full lineup. Really the only extra deck card I run, like, properly, Stardust. It wins games. I was going to run the Malefic Stardust build, but then I realized I traded all my Malefic Stardust, so GG on me. Yeah, that build's actually really impressive. I like it personally. I also like my build. I love my build. I really do. I love how it plays. I love how it pluses. I love how everything just goes off. I love mainly how Spy plus Descendant plus Recruiter and Commanded in Hand wins any and all games. It's just wrong how simple this deck is and how, like, it just games people really quickly. But yeah, that's it. Currently I don't want to talk about my side deck because it's not complete. If you do want to see my side deck, please PM me. Leave a comment below. And yeah, thumbs up to this video because you can, and it's cool and stuff. Yeah. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So, this is Little Master L1234. Peace.